Hindi, it was like this.
Saan ka man naroon, hindi kita malimon. Wherever you are, saan ka man, wherever you are.
Yo mga kababayan, bumalik na naman ang inyong paboritong balikbayan, walang iba kundi si Itib. Meron na tayong bagong episode ng TAGLISH the Vlog. Dito sa vlog na to, ikinukwento ko ang lahat ng mga kwento, proseso at mga iba pa sa aking pangalawang mixtape, TAGLISH the Vlog. Sorry, that was just a second gen whitewashed Phil M trying to flex his Tagalog.
Nung pangalan mo.
We play Pusaway-Do.
So this is the 5th and final episode of my TAGLISH the Vlog series. That is because I only have one song left to talk about. That is, of course, the 5th song of TAGLISH, Saan, or Where in English. Wow, the rain is really pouring down right now. 2019, as I alluded to in the 3rd track, Ulap, was one of the hardest years of my life. On top of adjusting to my first year living here in the Philippines, dealing with homesickness, culture shock, I lost my maternal grandfather, my lolo, in January. And then in November of the same year, I lost my paternal grandmother, my granny. And up to this point in my life, I had never lost anyone that close to me, certainly not an immediate family member. Both my lolo and my granny inspired the lyrics to the hook of Saan. They come from more Tagalog accent.
Pusaway-Do.
They come from two kundimans, or classic Filipino love songs, that I shared a moment with both of them around. Saan ka man naroroon, or wherever you are, was one of my lolo's favorite kundimans to sing. He actually sang it for me one time while I recorded him. That ended up being the outro for Beams 8, the last track off of my old Beams project. Hindi Kita Malimot is another kundiman that I found while I was looking for inspiration for my Wag Kalimutan project and was just sitting with my granny in her little kitchen in LA. I found the song on Spotify and it really just spoke to me, and I'll always remember that moment just sitting with my granny and finding that beautiful song. I used both titles in the hook as a way to pay tribute to both of these kundimans, but also as a way to speak to both my lolo and my granny and saying, Saan ka man naroroon, hindi kita malimot. Wherever you are, I won't forget you. The intro of the song is one of my lolo's last kwentuhans, or storytellings with me. My lolo was and is one of the best storytellers I know. During one of my visits while he was at the rehab center, I talked about in the previous episode, I asked him about how he and my lola met. And so then he tells me this story about seeing her at the beach and deciding he was going to dump his girlfriend, his then girlfriend, to then start ligaw, or to start courting my lola.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, son.
And it's crazy to think about how if I never asked him about how he and my lola got together, I might have never even heard this story, or at least I never would have heard it from him. And so that's just a lesson to all of us to ask for stories from our elders, because those are one of the most beautiful gifts and remembrances we'll have when they're gone. Kaya magpakwento tayo sa ating mga lolo at lola. My good friend and producer Unagi makes a return for this project and produces the beat for Saan. Going along with the idea of honoring and remembering loved ones we've lost, Unagi actually made this beat for and in honor of a good friend of his he lost in 2018. And so it seems like even from the very beginning, this song was meant to be about honoring and remembering those we love who have moved on from this life. I remember walking into his room. It was for one of the last recording sessions of my Wag Kalimutan project, and he was working on the beat. Immediately when I heard it, I knew it was speaking to me, and I just had to write something over it. So lo and behold, a couple years later, the beat becomes Saan. And I can only say maraming salamat to Unagi for allowing me the honor of having this beautiful piece for Saan. So that is the story of Saan that concludes this mini vlog series, Taglish the Vlog. A big thank you and maraming salamat to the Kababayans who have watched every episode of this mini vlog series, and I hope you enjoyed my little behind the scenes and storytelling project. And of course, please stream the Taglish mixtape if you haven't already. And if you have already, hey, I make like 30 cents off of each stream. So if you want more content like this, please stay tuned. I've had it in my head for a long time to start some kind of vlog series, or at least be able to share about my life as a balikbayan here in the Philippines through different mediums other than just music. So if you want to hear more about the life experiences, reflections, relationships of a balikbayan serving the urban poor, living alongside the marginalized, rapping about colorism and colonialism, please stay tuned. But all of that to say, that's it for now. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube,
Pasaway daw.
be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching this on Instagram, please reshare this on your story and tag @sobrang-itim, @sobrang-itm. And so, until next time, it's ingat and salamat, mga kababayan.
Beams. I was afraid that I wouldn't have nothing to say. That's why your name only drew a blank like typing space. And I pity party on writer's block without a page.